We're back live.
You want to do this?
Yeah, the only other things I had on fire before we get to this was, so we talked about the 450 vehicle use. He's going to leave it parked at the station, not take it home. He'll come in, he'll use it during the day if he has any official business.
Okay.
If he's got a chief's meeting, he's got to go out of town, he'll use it there, just so. But
does it need work though? I thought we.
I think it does need work. I think tomorrow it may be going to the shop. I think it needs new headers and exhaust and stuff. But yeah.
Okay.
That's a good way to do it. The way it.
Yep. Yeah. So that's that. Shifts. He's looking. I don't know if he's done it yet. He might have, but he's trying to work on the weekend shifts because sometimes he's actually looking at a lot of the shifts. But sometimes the overnight coverages are a little bit harder to get, and so instead of like 35 going to instead of going like 35, maybe going to 40, he's looking at that per se. The other thing is like the weekends it's Saturday and Sunday. They only do like a 12-hour Monday through Friday at 16 hours.
Yeah.
But Saturday's pretty busy. And the thing is it's a weekend, and so he's thinking about splitting the shifts up, but making it to 16, but going 8 and 8.
Yeah.
Because Saturday's busier, so he's looking at
whatever
works.
I mean, if it's easier to get people for this much instead of this much, then
that's what he's looking at. So just I don't know exactly yet if he may have already thought, but he's looking at that. So that's that. And then this I plagiarized the hell out of another town's.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so it's up north of Portland, and so
it was I thought it was very well. I read theirs. Yeah.
Yep. So this is very, very similar. It's funny. It's the one that I used was a template as they've had a chief for 25 years. He is on the Maine Association of Fire Chiefs. He's one of the officers. He's also, I believe, an officer on the board, perhaps even possibly a past president of the New England chapter, division, whatever, of the International Association of Fire Chiefs.
Right.
So the guy's he's a very well, I think, respected chief. And their town is like 4,000. We're 6,000.
Yeah.
We do like 650 calls. I think they do like 400 calls a year. So they're very, very similar in a lot of ways to us. They have selectmen, just like us. They don't have a town manager. So a lot of things are very, very similar. So it really was, and I guess what was really interesting to me, and I kind of wish we maybe did this the first time around, but if you notice on the there's a must possess and maintain valid state of Maine vehicle license, firefighter 1 and 2 cert, advanced or immediate EMT, must become NIMS compliant, EVOC certified, and this is the key, and attain a fire officer certification within 1 year of employment.
Yeah. If
they're not already.
Yeah.
So, which is, again, that's one of the things that we were, talking about. Preferred. Also under the preferred fire EMS instructor and or fire inspector certification. So I think a lot of it is really exactly what we need. So I gave him an idea about the department and some of the equipment that we have. I did a tentative schedule here just to kind of give us a thought, because I was thinking about if we can get this out right after Thanksgiving, either that Friday or that Monday, then that gives us about a month to take applications, which is that December 22nd. And then you got Christmas that you got to deal with, but then you got, on both sides of Christmas and New Year's, you can try to get some interviews in. Yeah. And then we have 2 weeks for second interviews. And then a selection on the 26th, and basically I've done that selection then to allow 2 weeks notice for the start date. So that's kind of how and as far as first interviews, second interviews, one of those I like to be an oral board with area chiefs. So basically we get some area chiefs, or they can do an oral board, they can ask questions, they can do And that may be the second interview where they'll rank them. We may do a first interview. I don't know. I don't know how to. My thought is I wouldn't mind getting more of the community involved. I just don't know how to do that. I don't know. And the other thing is I talked to Chief about this. I wanted Chief Matthews to be in here with us because he knows his crew, and we may have two really good candidates, but personalities are different, and they may be fine with their personality, and so he's going to know his crew and what type of personality is going to work best. Because I don't want to bring in a guy that's really, really qualified. He's a hard charger, but his personality is the type that's just going to really be really, really hard for the crew that we have. I'd like to try to get him to match as much as we can. I mean, again, it's change is always hard, but it's better if the personalities work together rather than against each other. So that's, I mean, nothing's cut in stone. I haven't done this before, which is why I want area chiefs or to get, we can hand select who we bring in. I really want qualified. And I've actually reached out to the guy from this town. I sent him an email today asking if I could pick his brain. Just big picture stuff, because we talked about a working chief. We talked about, does a chief cover shifts? Does he? I don't know how much is involved. I don't know, is there enough admin for a chief to do full time or not? If he's doing, I just read in July, this chief was just submitting. He was at a selectmen's meeting saying, I'm submitting for, a Homeland Security grant for $4,000 and change for 12 radios. So this chief is doing grant writing. So I mean, there may be other, if they're doing grant writing, if they're getting out in the community, if they're being seen, if they're doing all that, maybe it is a full-time without working. And that's kind of what I want to talk to this chief about, to try to get a feel so that we're not misrepresenting to who might come here, where we want.
Tom, who's Tom's last name? Big guy.
Cravens.
He got some grants.
Yeah, he did.
So, I mean,
He's very smart.
So he got grants.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, you got to apply for them before you get them. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. I mean, the guy was out today. I tried to call. He wasn't in today. But I sent him an email anyway. So I mean, it's kind of around Thanksgiving, but hopefully he gets back to me.
Yep.
And who knows? Maybe he's even willing to. He's not that far away.
Yep.
So I mean, because again, I don't mind getting people outside of York County that maybe aren't biased by what they know has happened here before. So that way they're totally kind of outside and they have a clean, a clean look at things. So, I know you like your chief down there in Elliott. You might even ask him if he's interested. He's a little bit further away, so he's not really a mutual aid person. So he's
and let's be honest. I mean, what do we know about?
Well, that's I don't know the internal.
Fire and EMS.
I mean, I asked Chief to look at this, so Chief looked through all this.
Yeah.
So he's fine with what's here.
Well, absolutely, it's like
Because you're right, I don't know.
Is there something else we should say or not say or?
Right. No, he thought this looked really good.
That's why you don't reinvent the wheel.
Right. I mean, he changed some of the wording because I told him I don't want to look like an idiot to a prospect, that I'm using the wrong terminology or something like that. So we're good. The only thing I didn't know is under the local government. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Lebanon, Maine is kind of short and sweet.
Yeah. I mean, they can Google it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Believe me.
So
they can find out about us. No, I think it looks good. Yeah.
So pictures are, let's see, three of the pictures are courtesy of Deborah Dory Wilson. And the badge was courtesy of, I forget where I got that from, on the last page. So.
Okay.
Actually, no, this other picture here was off of, I think, Facebook or something.
Well, they have a website anyway, don't they? Don't they?
They have a website, and actually, JT is gonna start using the website more, and they can do some communications on the website.
Yeah, I'm not a
So-
Facebook fan,
So,
I'm just
yep,
saying.
yep. So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
a website, Facebook, same thing.
You guys good with this, as it is?
It looks good to me. I mean, I read it over, I read the other one anyway.
Did she print those? I asked her, I don't know if she did.
What?
There's a job, description.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, she.
Is this the one that
She
we
did.
currently have?
No, I don't know. This is, I stole this from them too.
Oh.
Same town.
Yeah.
We may want to update it here, but
But we need to look this over, huh? So this is what we did have, right?
No,
No?
this is theirs that I had changed to
Okay.
us.
Well, it says 2012, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, that was theirs.
Okay.
So that's when they approved theirs. I mean, some of the general duties, I mean, for emergency director is fine, and expectations, position summary, a lot of that. So I mean, we shouldn't be, you know. But I mean, because this box talks about seeing the job description online. So that way we can post both of these online.
The employee must meet and pass the fitness test as administered by the department's contracted workplace healthcare provider.
Okay, so we don't do that. So that's something that
Well,
they
I'm
do.
not saying we should, if you lift
Right.
up to 10 pounds, but yeah, because where I lived, I had a doctor's visit,
Yep.
so, but, yeah.
So maybe over the weekend, over the long weekend, take a look at this, mark it up. And we can make corrections on Monday, and then maybe we'll give this to.
Are we meeting on Monday?
No, but then just I
I'm
mean.
leaving Tuesday night, just so you know.
No, well, we have to talk about all that anyways, but I don't think we are, but unless we
Okay.
want to.
No, I'm fine.
I'm just saying we can mark this up and then we give it to Jenny to get it
Yeah.
posted.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to make a motion for that. I mean, it's just,
No,
and the same thing with this, and then we can post
Yeah.
you know, and I thought about posting the job on MMA and the Maine Association of Fire Chiefs,
yeah.
because that's where actually I found this one, the
Yeah.
other one.
Oh, yeah. You guys don't care, you don't see the son of a bitch. They're going.
Yeah, that's okay. Join the club. So, that's fine. So we can go through this and mark it up and do it on Monday, right?
Oh, Paul, you make me chuckle. All right.
All right.
Yeah, because, I mean, do you have the one that we have here already, by any chance?
I don't even know. I asked. We looked for it before. We didn't have one.
Oh, we don't have it.
So that's why I created it. So
Oh, so.
I'm not sure we have one.
Well,
Because we looked.
posted something.
Huh?
We had to have posted something. When we posted.
Oh, as far as the description, the
Yeah.
I mean, well, the job. I mean, we may have posted for the job, but
we didn't.
I think he was already working. He wasn't as chief, and he was promoted from within, basically.
Yeah, but we had hired someone else first. There was another
Yeah,
guy.
I don't. Yeah,
So
I don't know.
there had
I
to
don't
be
know.
something
Yeah,
somewhere.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not considering the source I created. I'd rather do it ourselves. Just saying.
I hear you. All right.
So that's that.
Okay. No.
That sound okay?
Yeah.
You good? All right. Try to get that out on Monday,
Okay.
and we'll see what we got. We have to cast a wider net, maybe, and I might go out to New England because it's at some point we're going to have to talk about, because it does talk about must live or be willing to move within a reasonable proximity of the town of Lebanon's borders. What's reasonable proximity? I don't know how to.
He had 10 miles, 10 minutes.
Right. I mean, we'll just kind of have to. We'll have to.
Yeah, we'll just have to see how.
We'll have
that
to,
works.
as we get
Yeah.
closer, we'll have to,
Yep.
you know, deal with that. I mean, if they're from, and that's why I don't mind if we can do New England. I mean, you may get some family that's in Massachusetts. They wanna retire from there and move up here, even though they're young enough to do this, and
You
Maine's a
never
good
know.
place to go, so you never know.
It is.
So, so that's that. All I had next was basically schedules, just trying to, so let's plan out the.
Do we have any budgets back from department heads yet?
No.
I thought we had planning board.
Did he turn that into Jordan? He may have given it to
Yeah,
Jordan,
I
but
think
I haven't seen it.
I think he did, yeah.
I heard that he did, but I hadn't seen it.
Well, we had done quite a few. Well,
Like transfer station, we didn't get done because we needed the contract.
and we got that right. Is that what?
Yeah,
What we keep
have
getting?
that. Yeah, that is in there.
Okay.
So we do have that. I mean, some of the small ones we have to do. I know we've been running around with our head chops off a little bit, so just a little.
Yeah.
So you're gone.
Obviously, this. Yeah.
So you're gone.
Yeah, I can't do. I'll be gone for the next 2. I'll be here. Yeah, I'll be gone for the next 2 weeks. Let's just say that I won't be here next week. I mean, I'll be here Monday and Tuesday with them.
So next Thursday's a meeting, you won't be here.
I won't be here for the next 2 meetings.
So that's 2 meetings, and so the 11th, essentially, that's a Monday you're back, and that's when you go back to work, is that correct?
I go back to work actually on the.
Just,
No, I don't go back on Monday. I go back on Tuesday, just in case weather.
Or get delayed or whatever.
Yeah, well, you never know.
Yep.
So yes, I will be here Monday, the 11th.
The 13th, which is that Wednesday, do you wanna start getting down and dirty?
Well, like I
buckets?
said, I could, I plan to be in Lebanon on Monday if you wanted to do something then. I'm just
I mean,
saying.
this coming Monday.
No.
Oh.
Well, no, I meant Monday, the 11th or whatever you said.
11th.
I mean, I'm just saying if you wanted to do, I mean, that's up to you guys. I mean, I don't know what works for you guys, so. I mean, I would be here all day, so it doesn't matter if you wanted to do something. I would be available.
When are you getting back that weekend?
Yeah, I should, yeah. Yes, I should be back. My plan is to be back Saturday night. So.
Do you wanna wait until that week beforehand so you have a better idea whether that Monday works for you, or do you just wanna do Wednesday, or do you?
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, we can do Monday and Wednesday if you want. I don't care. I don't know how soon we
So
get.
Monday you're wide open?
Yes. I mean, so I'm saying if you wanted to do Monday and Wednesday, that would be okay. I mean, if that would help us do 2 days instead of 1, I don't know.
Yeah, let's get it 2 days, let's do the
Okay.
Monday and Wednesday, and then
Okay.
weekend.
Yeah.
And we'll see how far we get.
Yeah.
So that's the 11th and the 13th. I gotta write this down for Jenny too.
So the 11th, what time?
11th and the 13th,
what time?
I mean, that's up to you guys. I'm available, whatever, so.
2 to 5, does that work?
Yep.
For both of those days?
Yep. 2 to 5. 2 to 5.
2 to 5?
2 to 5?
Yeah, on both of those days.
Give
Yeah,
us a
that
chunk
works.
of time. If we have to get out earlier, we get
Yeah, no.
seeing
that's
numbers
good.
out our ears, then we can go home
No,
early, but.
that's good.
That's December. Now, next week, we got a meeting.
So next week
Thursday,
is Thursday,
and then the,
which is the 23rd, that's Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, no, that's next week. Yeah. 30th.
30th.
Okay,
So that's just a regular meeting.
Regular.
Hopefully no disasters, no crises, no fires to put out. We just take care of business and
get the hell out.
get the hell out, okay? And then the same thing on December 7th, which is a Thursday.
That's
Those
a
are
nice-
just regular meetings that hopefully we can just
Yeah.
cruise right on through. Unless you and I get some crazy ideas that we can push through without Laura here.
That's okay. That's okay. You do it. I trust you. You gotta do what you gotta do.
All right.
December 7th.
So that's budget. That's plenty of time. I'll get with Jordan to figure out. We'll figure out what we're gonna do.
Okay.
But at
Well,
least we got the dates.
Yeah, and like I had talked to him about, like all the relief agencies, we need, they need to send their letters in before we can really do anything. They're in dispatch. I think last year he had to call.
Right.
And
Yep.
some of that stuff we went over,
Yep.
so. And just, I put a blurb out to the department heads and, how you going, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
But I think he has planning board, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. All right. What else? That's all I got. I mean,
Okay.
codes. I'm just kind of doing. I'm doing day by day as far as with hours with him. We're trying to match him up with Brian, and
And then
between that and training and
does their training not start until January or?
well, there's a lot of online stuff now.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, so we can do a lot of the online stuff.
Absolutely.
He's got the code books. We can read those.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't even have to go to training for the test. I mean, you have to you test out. So
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh, how things have changed.
So he's going to a training next Wednesday. I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday in Saco, which is on the new codes. So he's going to go to there, no cost. It's just
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, good.
So he's going to be in a little bit tomorrow, I think, because Brian's going to be in tomorrow.
Yeah.
So just to do some stuff with him, we're going to try to get him at least know how to measure roads, so then he can at least take that off of Brian's.
Yeah.
Slowly take off some of the duties off of Brian as we know things, and so
good. Awesome.
We'll just transition out. He's already got ideas about trying to get more stuff online. He's talking about wants to do a frequently asked questions online, so that people have questions. They have there's a spot. Yeah. He's even thinking about on the voicemail. Might have been Jen's idea that referring people to the website. So on the voicemail message, when they call in, if you have any questions, you might check the website first.
Yeah.
So getting the building permits up there. So just trying to utilize as much online.
Absolutely.
So that's what's.
Awesome.
I think it's going to be a good addition.
Good.
It's a fresh set of eyes. You could tell he has a little bit of experience from New Hampshire when he was there.
Yeah. Good.
So
awesome.
No, I think it's gonna work out well.
Okay.
So all right. All I got.
Okay.
You got anything?
Nope.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I got it.
All in favor?
More